If we look at the series of shots made for Lensalign, we can see a number of problems. One, the exposure is a little too hot. We're approaching being blown out. The left side of the target is glare. You can see that you can't even see the printing here, and this, instead of being a deep black, is a grayish, and part of that is glare, and part of that is just it's exposed a little too hot. We want to bring it down. 1 ISO. This is shot at ISO 1600, which is a little too high, so bring it down to ISO 800. Overall, there's not enough light as well is another problem. Maybe we can see a little camera movement, hard to tell. This light source should not be, we don't want any direct lights shining back into the lens, could cause flare and other problems. But the biggest problem in this case is as we go through these pictures, just looking at the pictures as pictures in a browser, you can see that every picture presents a different image to focus tune because it's set in auto white balance. So focus tune has to see an identical picture except for the focus moving, and here every picture is completely different in terms of exposure, but mostly it's probably because of the auto white balance is causing that problem. This is, you see, this is properly exposed and even the glare is reduced, but you can still see how you can read all the letters here and you can't read the letters here, so that's indicative of glare. So get rid of auto white balance, get the exposure so that we're not blowing things out. Constant white balance. Which white balance is not so important, but you want it to be constant because the whole way focus tune works is by analyzing the differences that it sees on the ruler from shot to shot, and it bases that on contrast, which has to do with exposure and so forth. So you can see that every one of these pictures has different contrasts, so focus tune doesn't know whether to shit or go blind. So those are the main problems with it. If we look at focus tune directly, it would be better if the crosshairs ended up down in this area here. It's not so bad because it's on a white-black border, but you really would prefer it down here. And it, yeah. Let's take a look at another session that this person did, and just to see if I can see any other differences. Let me just see which, we're looking at C6 now, so we'll look at this one. Load these in, and I just want to see where the target is on this one. So this will never work because the this crosshair has to end up here, assuming it was sighted on port A. So this is trying to focus on a white square. So there's no, I haven't put the crop lines on there. It also looks angled towards here, so I think the sighting is being done improperly, and also the centering is not being done properly. So that's just some basic problems with this particular shoot. Thank you, and bye.